Most foreign guys start out dating a Filipina online, especially with the current situation where people can't go to the Philippines. When two people first meet, no matter if online or in person, it takes some time to really start to get a feel of that person and get to know her. But certainly, when one chats online, perhaps an hour or so each day, is it actually possible to really know who that Filipina is? On this channel, I've seen many guys who have been in a relationship with a Filipina for up to 3 years and haven't actually met in person. So I asked the question, how much blind faith are they placing in this woman, and can one really know who she says she is over a computer? And I have some pretty firm views on this, which I'll share with you in this video. In this world, there are many men who desperately want to find that special person in their life for a variety of reasons. And because many people nowadays own a computer that connects them to the world, they have easy access to many women all over the world and not just locally to them. For many, computers have become a friend, something that stops people from being lonely. They can play games or get the latest news, join groups of mutual interest, and find friends and possibly even a wife, all from the comfort of their own home. In some ways, we can really take computers for granted. No doubt they are fantastic and serve many of our needs. And a common need for more and more men is finding a Filipina to hopefully share one's life with. And don't get me wrong here, this can be an amazing way to search far wider for a partner than one could 30 plus years ago. But how can we really get to know someone fully when we're only chatting online? And is it even possible to really get to know someone fully? And maybe even more importantly, how can we even trust someone when we've never even met them in person? You can be sitting there doing a video call to a lovely looking Filipina who gives you cute smiles and says all the right things, but is there a thought in your mind if she's genuine or not? Yes, those sort of thoughts are totally natural to have to some degree, but are they healthy if those thoughts are constantly creeping into your mind? That's certainly one of the downsides to dating online. Just quickly, if you're enjoying our channel, feel free to subscribe for all future videos. Because until you actually meet in person, you can never really get a proper idea of who she is. Sure, you can do the many things I always talk about, like taking plenty of time to get to know her, asking her many questions, trusting your gut feeling, and to look out for the red flags that may tell you if she's genuine or not. But the reality is, at the end of the day, you still can't be sure that person you think she is online will be the same person when you meet for the first time. So that being the case, how much time and effort should you be putting into a relationship online? And I loosely call it a relationship because I firmly believe, as I've said in many of my videos, that until you meet in person, you should only consider yourself chatmates. And the reason for that is simple, and that is, you guys are only trying to learn about each other. Sure, you guys may start to like things about each other, but if you start to call it a dating relationship, then you become emotionally attached in your own mind and you feel many types of obligations to her. Simply, chatmates don't feel obligated in any sense of the word, and there are no expectations placed on each other around dating or relationships. That should only come once you meet in person and then decide to transform from chatmates to a dating relationship. You can be very sure that if one is investing much time, effort and emotion for a long period of time, then it can be a long way to fall. Now don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that all Filipinas will make out there's something they're not, because clearly there are many wonderful and honest Filipinas out there. But let's all be honest here. No matter who we are, yes, you and me included, When we first meet someone, we try and put our best foot forward in order to create the best possible impression that we can. And really, not always at that time are we showing our true self. It's merely more of an image we want to project because we want that person to think well of us. We know our faults and we do our best to hide them. And it's only once two people spend enough time together that we start to realise these things about that person. And rest assured, Filipinas here are no different than the rest of us. They too want to make a good impression and will show you their best side and suppress things they don't want you to see. And really, this sort of thing becomes much easier to do online. Simply, if they're in a bad mood, they can put off a video call or make an excuse why the call must be short on that day. Much in the same way that you can also make similar excuses if needed. My point here is that I see what I believe many men who are dating a Filipina invest far too much, far too soon, and end up losing out emotionally and financially. Sure, for some men they may take a chance or a blind leap of faith, so to speak, and things turn out fine. And really, there's nothing wrong with doing that as long as you're prepared for what may come as a result. And while we're being real here, the truth is that some people have been married many years only to find out the person they thought they were married to was far different to what they believed. So really, can anyone ever fully know another person? And I believe the answer to that is no. No matter who you are, you can certainly never get to know someone fully. But you can certainly get a good idea of the character of a person and learn about her good points and faults by observing her in real time. If we're ever looking for someone we can fully know, or any of us believe we can fully know someone, then think again. Unless, of course, you can literally read her mind. As we all have thoughts from time to time that we never share and we lock them away in the vault of our mind. So I say that any relationship does require an amount of faith and trust in that person, and that's why it can hurt so much when things don't work out. And without having that bit of trust and faith, the result can be that many of us may miss out on something fantastic. But be sure that you still need to do things the right way and not race into anything. And be sure to let things develop as chat mates. Enjoy spending the time to get to know much about each other. Don't be paranoid, but be observant to what she says and her body language is saying to you to get a good idea if she's being real. And for those of you who have learnt to trust their gut feeling throughout your life, be sure to listen to it now. If all is good online, then when you meet in person, you will know if this Filipina has been real with you all along. Well, at least as real as any of us can be. Dating a Filipina online, or having a chat mate as I call it, can be a fine line between being overly paranoid because you've heard so many stories and stereotypical comments, and trusting too much. You need to clear your mind and relax, and as I say, remain open and observant while getting to know your new chat mate who may one day become your girlfriend or wife. Thanks for watching, stay safe and take care.